Hello, I'm Scott Strauss. On 9/11, I was a New York City police officer assigned to finding survivors buried under the rubble of the World Trade Center. Those were difficult days, but what kept me going was seeing the way Americans joined together in unity. It didn't matter if you were a Democrat or a Republican or anything else. For 9/11 this year, now a National Day of Service, let's rekindle that spirit of unity by doing good deeds. Visit 911day.org to learn more.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is CHIP. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been protecting animals in times of crisis. And if you're like me, your pet means the world to you, and you want to keep them safe if disaster strikes. American Humane's first responders are always prepared to rescue animals in danger, but you can also help. To learn more about disaster planning and keeping your animals safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different. Why is that? Because we just don't have enough information to do it better. By gathering health data from 1 million people, our country's best researchers will be able to develop treatments that are as unique and complex as we are. With this new information, doctors will have a better understanding of disease so they can innovate the next great breakthroughs in medicine. Learn more at joinallofus.org.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
Anticipate potential delays for the morning commute. In other news, a recent government report on prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
What
are you talking about, man? Look at his stats.
Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Your right to access all types of information keeps us free as a nation.
No.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas by...
and your right to know about the world around us.
Look.
Some threats are obvious, some are easy to miss, but they all put our way of life at risk. We must defend against all of these threats, no matter what kind of news is important to you.
Justified putting American troops in harm's way?
That's a great question.
We must protect our right to know before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Let's start.
You are now rocking with the best.
Double rainbow. Oh my God.
Live on your radio. It's the Beat Break with your host, Sean Garvey.
I'm the dude.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Beat Break Morning Show on 87 FM, 101 to 5 FM. That's right. 87 FM, 101 to 5 FM. Good morning. I am the host, Sean Garvey, in honor of my main man, my partner in crime, DJ Rollum. You all make sure you keep him in your prayers, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow us at Beat Break Radio on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram at Beat Break Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Beat Break Morning Show. We simulcast everywhere in the streaming universe. You can check us out on the Flow Television Network. That is the Flow Television Network. As well as on YouTube. Make sure to become a subscriber to YouTube, Beat Break Radio. We always are in need of more subscribers. And we are also on 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM. Shout outs to the crew and the team and the staff and the management behind 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM. And cannot forget Honey, the new Roku TV channel, relaunching in January of 2024. You know, January is just around the corner, right? So we got so many great things happening in 2024, but we're not here to talk about that all night or all evening or all morning, whatever time zone you are listening to the Beat Break Morning Show, because we have a great show for you guys. And also, before I go any further, make sure you download that Podcast FM app. Download that Podcast FM app to your mobile device, to your smart device, wherever you are taking the Beat Break Morning Show with you. And we are also on so many platforms, but make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beat Break Radio. And we're going to be on X and on TikTok very soon. All right. So it's probably going to happen at the beginning of next year, 2024. All right. Sean Garvey, got so many great things happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got a special guest who's going to be jumping on in just a few moments. He is in the green room. He's getting ready to be on camera in just a few moments, broadcasting from the Reach One Communication Studios in the beautiful city of the ATL. We are going to present a topic question for the evening, for the morning. So stay tuned for that. We got the trending report coming up in just a few moments, plus fake news and not fake news. But in the meantime, between time, let me bring this gentleman on. He has been on the Mental Space, the show that I also host and produce alongside with Simone. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 1380 WAOK. We have light worker Wayne, mental health advocate and radio podcaster, or I should say podcaster. He does so many things. And motivational speaker as well, too, and a poet. I didn't know he was a poet until I was on his program last night. What's going on, light worker Wayne? How you doing?
Hey, man. Hey, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Hey,
I'm right there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm feeling good, feeling great.
Man, I like that. Hold on. I got so many things playing right now. Hold on, where I say, okay. That's the beauty of being a producer. You know, you're doing so many things at one time, and you're hosting, you're producing. I mean, you know, you've been there, right?
Yeah. Been there. Yeah. Still there. Yeah. Still learning. Not as good as you.
Oh man, you know, people always say that I make it look easy. People tend to say that a lot. That, oh man, you make it look easy, Sean. If you
you have raised it on a higher level. Like I love how when I was on your show, when I was on your radio show, I love how you correlate songs with the topics, and I just like the flow, I mean, you I'm a student and I'm taking notes, Sean. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes from you, brother.
But what can I say? I mean, when you are 20 years in the game, it just starts to come natural to you. I make mistakes and errors here and there. So, but it happens. It's live radio, live podcast, live radio, live television at times.
Yeah.
So before we go any further, light worker Wayne, I sometimes stumble by saying Light Wayne and then going back and correcting myself, Light Worker Wayne. But how did you get the name? I've been meaning to ask you, how did you get the name Light Worker Wayne? Like, what is the story behind Light Worker Wayne? I didn't get a chance to ask you that when you was on the Mental Space the other day.
Okay, so the story behind the name is, just like as I was saying on the Mental Space, when I was dealing with that period of homelessness and at my all-time low, and I started tapping more spiritually, I started receiving more messages from God. I started hearing this term called a light worker, which is basically, a soul that came to earth to help raise the consciousness, that helped to heal people, to bring light, love, that love energy, that love vibration. So, right. I discovered that it sounded like a lot like me. Some of the signs that they were saying, how you could tell if you're a light worker. One, they were saying you're an old soul, you love to assist and help people, you have a lot of energy, you bring a lot of positivity. And I was like, yo, that sounds like me. And during that time, I was trying to think of another name. So I was like, hey, light worker Dwayne. Then I was like, nah, because technically my real name is Dwayne, but I was like, light worker Dwayne. Yeah. It don't flow. And then, I thought about my dad, Wayne. So I'm like, light worker Wayne. I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm like, it flows. It's catchy. I like it. Light worker Wayne, it just kind of got a tongue tie.
Yeah, it just all came together.
Yeah, man, it just all came together, man. So since then, I was like, hey, I'm going to keep on with this name.
Yeah. Do you sometimes, just like I mentioned a few moments ago, stumble over your name? Do you sometimes do that yourself, calling yourself, something else other than Light Worker Wayne?
No. No.
Okay, it just organically flows off the tongue for you.
It do. Okay. It do now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just saying, but yeah, man, people call me Light Worker Wayne. Some people call me Light Wayne, or some people just call me Light Worker for short. So
do some people accidentally call you Lil Wayne?
Dylan called me Wheezy F Baby.
What?
yeah. So yeah.
Wow. Wheezy F Baby. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you look normal than Lil Wayne. So.
Oh yeah.
At least you
Yeah. But
yeah.
Oh, I was saying, I did used to have crazy locks like him back in the day.
Oh, true story.
Yeah. Well, not as long as his, but it was more freeform locks. Freeform locks when I first started.
Yeah. Have you seen his locks lately? We're not talking about the locks that he had 20, 25 years ago, but his current locks. Like I seen him on the recent episode that people have been talking about over the past few days of his Apple Music podcast, radio show, whatever you want to call it. And it looked like he had a bunch of jump ropes on his head.
A bunch of jump?
It does. Now, matter of fact, it looked like banana peels on his head.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it do. I just
now that you think about it, it's like when you go to a grocery store, right? and you see a pile or a bunch of bananas up against each other in the fruit and vegetable aisle of the grocery store, that's what Lil Wayne's head looked like.
It do look like a banana peel.
Oh, see, you know what? I just started a meme. I just started a meme.
Yeah, you just started a meme, Sean.
Oh,
it
no.
really do though. It really do though.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I just gave Lightworker Wayne an idea.
Exactly, buddy. Exactly.
Oh man. All right. But I was on your show with you and two other guys. We discussed some heavy stuff centering around mental health. And I mean, of course, you know, we're not going to talk about mental health on tonight's morning show because that's what the mental space is for.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, by the way. But before the start of the show, you know, out of your own heart, gave me a gift, right? In light of the Facebook post that I posted a few days ago. And so you got to explain to me what this is once again. Okay. I mean, you handed it to me before the start of your show, Motivational Shit, by the way. You all go check it out. It's a great show with him and two other guys that were on the show. I know you're going to break all that down in just a few moments, but
yes,
you gave me a small brown paper bag that I'm holding in my hand right now, and it's some stuff in there. It's some stuff. It appears to be powder, but not that kind of powder.
Yeah. Yeah, man, not that type.
We're not pushing pee over here. We're not. But I understand that it helps with your energy, with your mood, and with your immune system. Can you break all that down for us?
Yes. So that plant is called ashwagandha, right?
Okay.
It's a herb from India and is breaking down into powder. Now it's a root. It's a root of a plant. So this plant, it's known for its medicinal uses as far as helping with alleviate your mood. Ancient culture has been using this plant as far as with mental clarity, you know, depression and stress when you take it.
Yeah.
Things like okay, let's say you're dealing with a situation and you can't pay your rent. That's very stressful, right?
I'm glad you said that. It's so funny you said that, Wayne, because I have not paid my rent yet. I'm planning on it just in case my landlord is watching this show, but I haven't paid my rent yet, so I can kind of see where you're going with this, but please continue.
Okay, so with the, you know, and I'm talking from my own experience. I've been taking that herb for a year now, and I've known about it 2 years from now. But I've been personally taking it for a year now, right? Okay. So that's very stressful in that situation, right? Most people panicking, you know, like sweating, having high anxiety. What the herb does is it doesn't hit as hard.
Okay.
It doesn't hit as hard, you know, and it helps you with that mental clarity. Like its uses ranges from anxiety. It enhances cognitive abilities. It also is good with exercise. So in the morning, right, I drink that tea every day. I do ginger, ashwagandha, turmeric, cayenne pepper, lemon, and some agave or honey. And I take that, and when I work out, it gives me an extra boost in strength.
Okay.
And it's also good at reducing blood sugar levels. It's good at arthritis. It improves sleep. It boosts sperm. It boosts fertility and testosterone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of the above.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a very good herb, and people are just now knowing, realizing it. And you could get it locally. It's a store in the West End called Wadanada. Kind of sound like Wakanda.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. It's
Okay.
Like, is that another part of Africa that we do not know? Like,
yeah. But this store, it sells that, and a lot of different herbal stores.
okay.
You know, I've been tapping more into the herbal side, you know, due to some health issues, you know, I've dealt with. So I've been tapping more into the herbal side because to me, it's like our grandmas, our grandpas, especially the grandmas, it was always doing herbs. It was always taking garlic, always doing the ginger root, you know, and a lot of us, we saw that growing up, but, you know, we dismissed it as we grew.
Yeah.
And the thing is that a lot of those natural things is what ancient cultures, is what ancient civilizations use to help treat and address things. So, yeah. So that's basically what it is. You know, if you want to do more homework, feel free. Definitely, you know, you want to ask your doctor. Definitely, that, you know, I definitely would recommend that. But you know, I just wanted to give you something that helped me. You know, when it comes up, both of us are in mental health.
Right.
I deal with a lot of people with mental health of a severe state. So for that energy to not transfer to me, I got to have a strong mental clarity. So that ashwagandha helps me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what a early Christmas gift to receive. And I appreciate that because I've been going through a lot of, you all going to hear more about it on the next Mental Space coming up. But if I had known that you provided that kind of stuff a couple of weeks ago, I would have asked you like, yo, Lightworker Wayne, I need something, because I was experiencing a form of arthritis a couple of weeks ago, believe it or not.
Oh,
I'm telling my age, you all. You know, it's like less than 60 days away from me being 40, but I'm already experiencing it. And by you providing that to me, it's right on time, because, you know, as we age, as we get older, Lightworker Wayne, you know, we don't move the same.
Yeah.
We don't do things the same. We don't eat the same, or at least try to not keep on doing the same thing that we've been doing since our in our 20s and even in our teenage years. You know, we got to switch it up in order to live a longer, healthy lifestyle. And so by this product, by this substance that you're telling me and our listeners and our viewers, I think it's definitely going to be something beneficial for me in the long run. Now, when you mention and you bring up medicinal, people think, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Puff, pass. Puff,
right.
Pass.
You know. So the question is all this legal?
Oh, no. Yes, it's legal. Okay. It doesn't get you high. No. It doesn't get you high. No.
Yeah, just to clarify for our listeners and our
viewers. Definitely. Yeah. Doesn't get you high. It's legal, sold in the store. I'll recommend, if you're taking the ashwagandha, make sure you put some ginger in it. Make sure you put some ginger to take it. That way, you know, because if your body not used to it, you know, depending on how sensitive of your stomach, you could, you know, you could feel some irritation. That's why I say ginger, because ginger is good for the gut health. Ginger helps with anything stomach aches and all that. And if I could say one more thing in regards to herbs and just natural remedies, you know, definitely for the men as we get older and this and that, you know, definitely for the men, if you want that extra boost when it comes to when it comes time to go down in the bed, you know what I'm saying, man, when it's time, eat a lot of watermelon. Watermelon is nature's natural Viagra.
Wait, hold on now. By you saying that, that made me think of that Omarion performance on Versus. You know what I don't know if anybody don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all saw the Versus. between Omarion and Mario, especially the part where Omarion and his brother were eating watermelon, but in a very, very sexual manner. So, I mean,
yeah.
That kind of ties into what Lightworker Wayne just mentioned.
It does, because the watermelon, right, it has nitrates, and it carries more oxygen in your carries more oxygen to your heart, and more blood circulates down there.
Well, why didn't Omarion say that in the interviews then? Come on now. Why he didn't say that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was just for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. You know, I think people are still finding out, you know, the amazing. I mean, just amazing things with these herbs, man. We these herbs and fruits, we overlook a lot of it, but you know, nature supplies us with everything. Nature supplies us with everything, man. So definitely for all the men, make sure you get in that watermelon, some watermelon juice, and
get all up in it like Omarion did. Get up
Oh, and make sure you eat the white part of the watermelon. Eat that white part.
What's the white part?
Okay, so all right, you know, okay, if you cut the watermelon, you have the red part, or if you have a yellow watermelon, then you have the yellow part, all the way down near to the rind, where it's white. Make sure you eat that too, because that's where all the nutrients is.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you eat that too.
I'm learning something. All right. I used to hate I don't want to say used, because till this very day, I don't eat watermelon like that. I just disliked it. Even as a kid. When I first tasted it, I was like, yuck. I did not like watermelon. Like, that was the only fruit that I did not like. I can tolerate the mangoes and the pears and, you know, of course, your apples, bananas, etc. But I could not tolerate watermelon, right? Like, I could tolerate everything else that is watermelon based, you know, watermelon gum and watermelon drinks.
Yeah.
But not actually watermelon.
Oh, man.
But, you know, because I'm getting older, because now I'm getting older, I got to tolerate it. Because I got to add that to my list of fruits that I got to eat occasionally.
You know, my recommendation, Sean, if you have a juicer, get the mango, get the watermelon, and some grapefruit, and juice it together. That way you're still getting that watermelon, you're still getting the nutrients, and the mango, you know, is overpowering the taste.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's why they call him Lightworker Wayne, because Wayne is going to put you to work lightly. I don't know. It just
yeah.
I mean, it just flow. Okay, but you know what? I was gonna actually partake in it before the show.
Okay.
And let the viewers and the listeners know how it tastes. But I don't want to do it the wrong way or anything. So can you walk us through really quick before we move on what step 1 is, and then step 2 and step 3?
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking by looking at it, it's like you just pour it into a cup or something, and you add water to it, and you just mix it up, or put it in the microwave, let it heat for a few minutes. I mean, like, am I accurate in that particular protocol?
I wouldn't put it in the microwave. I will put it on a I'll put it on the stove. Yeah, put it on the stove. Yeah. So, okay, you know, Sean, I start off just with a teaspoon. It don't got to be a full teaspoon, and the whole teaspoon don't even got to be fully covered. Just start off with a teaspoon, put it in there. Okay. You know, if you got some ginger, put a little ginger, boil some hot water, pour it in there, little honey. Yeah. Just stir it and sip it.
I got to re-up on ginger and honey, by the way, too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool,
Okay.
man. What a great recommendation there by Lightworker Wayne. And what is it called again for our viewers and listeners?
Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha.
And you have it
Ashwagandha.
Okay, and you have it written on the brown paper bag here.
Yes.
Okay. You got me the 2 ounce, by the way, too. So you know, you know, you want to start me off small, you know, especially for those that have never partaked in it before.
Yeah. Start you off small, and you know, as long as you do like a little teaspoon, and if you do that daily, you'll see how, you know, I give it like maybe, you know, 5 days. You know, for it to really get in your system, you'll see the effects.
Okay, cool. Well, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for my Christmas/Kwanzaa gift, by the way.
Yes.
And, definitely, I'm gonna bring you back on either on the morning show or on the mental space and let you know my thoughts. Let you know what I think.
Okay.
About it. All right, cool.
Okay, definitely.
All right. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we got Lightworker Wayne from Motivational Shit, the podcast that I was on last night. And a little bit later on in the show, we're going to talk about it. We're going to recap some of the moments that took place during the production of the podcast. But like I said, folks, we got a topic that we're going to touch on tonight, this morning, whatever time zone you are viewing and listening to the Beat Break Morning Show. But let's get into some things first. I'm going to get into some fake news or not fake news. Plus, shouts to Giselle Muse. She couldn't make it to the morning show. Her Wi-Fi was not Wi-Fi. Or no. Her Wi-Fi was Wi-Fi. That's the thing that a lot of young people are saying nowadays whenever they have technical difficulties with their Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. And I didn't know what that meant at first. But then when I kept hearing people saying it, and I was always wondering, like, why is your Wi-Fi not up to par? I put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, oh, your Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi, or it's going through some life changes right now. All right, cool. Lightworker Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Let's get into what's my fake news and not fake news. I'm trying to get my. Speaking of life, I'm trying to get my life together. Make sure you follow us. Hey, man, there you go, man. Once again, make sure you follow us at Beat Break Radio on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. Okay, I guess we're going to just have to do away without the fake news and not fake news sweeper. So, wait, you know what? Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. Can this be a part of our You May Be a Racist and You Don't Even Know It segment for the morning show? No? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, anywho, let's move on. Okay, let's get into some fake news and not fake news right here on the Beat Break Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Wayne and I are both from the ATL.
ATL, shawty.
ATL, shawty. Yeah. So you know, I can't say it like you. You know, I say it too proper.
Hey, it took me practice.
It took you practice?
Yeah, it took me practice.
Wow. Yeah.
And even how I say it, I don't say it as good as others.
Yeah. I mean, every time I try to say shouty, I end up saying shorty. Yeah, like I'm from up north.
Yeah. So you can always put a New York spin to it, Sean.
But you know, it don't come out right though.
Yeah. It don't.
But yeah, we're both from the ATL, and I'm assuming when you, at one point in time in your life, rode the MARTA bus.
Yes, I've been on MARTA before.
Yeah, but have you ever been in a stolen MARTA bus?
I ain't never.
Have you ever been in one?
How does that happen? A stolen MARTA bus? How does that happen?
MARTA bus.
No, I never.
So according to local officials, a man stole the MARTA bus and stopped at a Waffle House near or on his way to Stone Mountain Park. Yeah, believe it or not. This is not fake news. This is actually real news. If you're wondering whether this story is fake or not. A man who was short on dough allegedly stole a MARTA bus over the weekend and took it on a bizarre joyride, even dropping off a passenger at Waffle House on his way to Stone Mountain Park. The ordeal began on a Sunday, the Lord's Day, at around 5 p.m. And the 28-year-old from Stone Mountain, any place but Stone Mountain, tried to board the bus in Tucker and was told he didn't have enough money for the fare, according to a local news station here in Atlanta. I'm trying to pull up the rest of the story, but it won't allow me to. At that point, he began threatening the driver who got off the bus to report the threats, only to see the suspect take off in the vehicle, according to MARTA police. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. He stole the bus. Dropped off a passenger. So apparently there were passengers on the MARTA bus.
Okay.
Because in the headline it said that he even stopped at the Waffle House to drop one of the passengers off at the Waffle House. Yeah.
I wonder if the passengers knew that he stole the bus, or did they just?
But you know what I think? Because I've rode on the bus so many times, it's like to the point where MARTA passengers just don't care. They're trying to get to where they need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me, I would be worried about my safety. But for everyone else, they just like, man, I'm just trying to get home, man. God, man, this man shouted, man, this man stole the bus, but man, as long as I get to where I need to go, man, I don't care.
For real, Shotty. For real, my boy. For real, my boy.
All right, I got the full story pulled up. Okay, so MARTA police said that as the bus driver was about to report the threats, the man, later identified as a 28-year-old by the name of Jamari Lee, stole the vehicle, of course. Lee then dropped the passenger who had been stuck on board for the whole entire affair at a Waffle House before driving 8 miles to Stone Mountain Park. There he became, meaning, is it the passenger or the driver? Then there he became stuck after he could not figure out how to pull or put the bus in reverse. Actually, the suspect in question, he could not figure out how to put the bus in reverse. Park Police spokesperson John Bankhead told the AJC, Atlanta Journal-Constitution. A park officer who recognized something was wrong walked over to Lee and asked if he was the driver. After Lee told him no, or how we say in Atlanta, nah.
Yeah, nah.
The officer detained him until MARTA police arrived to make the arrest. While no one was injured and the bus was not damaged, Lee, however, faces multiple charges, including second-degree hijacking of a motor vehicle, terroristic threats, and theft. Police are now working to find the passenger who was dropped off, which could lead to more charges for Lee.
Wow. Yeah. Ooh, so much for being 28. Yeah. Next few years of his life gonna be rough. Man.
For stealing a MARTA bus because he was short on change. And I've seen that happen before too. I've seen passengers and people trying to get on the bus, and the MARTA bus driver's like, nah, this $1, we can't accept this $1. It's $2.
Yeah.
It's $2. Right, man, I ain't got enough change. You know, you ever seen the person boarding on the bus and they put only as much as they could and the driver is looking at that passenger or that potential passenger crazy, like, now, come on now. Really?
Yeah.
And he looking around, he looking at the other passengers and be like, hey man, does anybody got an extra dollar? Shout out. Anybody got an extra dollar? Hey, folks, you got an extra dollar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I never been in a stolen MARTA bus though.
I've never been in one either.
But I have had thoughts though, Wayne. I had thoughts that somebody one day is gonna come up on this bus and steal the MARTA bus with all of us in it. And it's going to be a movie. It's going to be like we're actually in a movie. You know, the movie that comes to my mind is Speed. You know what I mean? Except the hijacker is not inside the bus. You know what I mean? And that's why I said if anything were to happen like that, and I'm there, I'll be worried about my safety.
Yeah.
But everybody else be like, man, just as long as he get us to where we need to go, man, I'm good. Yeah. So true story. That did happen.
Wow.
Yeah. But and then as far as the person who got dropped off at the Waffle House, all I can say to APD is good luck on finding that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know if that person is going to want to come and turn himself or herself in. They didn't say, you know, who the person was, but I don't know if that person is going to turn themselves in just to say, oh, yeah, that man did it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That person is like, man, I don't know nothing, man. I just came here to get me some hash browns, some scrambled eggs. Toast.
And a Texas bacon excuse me, in a Texas bacon cheesesteak sandwich.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, as long as that person got what they needed, they're not going to go to APD. They're not. They will only go to authorities if they got dropped off at the wrong spot. Because I'm telling you, if I ever get hijacked on a bus and that person drops me off at the wrong spot, oh, I'm snitching.
Hey, man, snitching real quick. Yeah.
I'm snitching. I'm going to the authorities. I'm going to be like, that person dropped me off at the wrong spot, which caused me to be late to where I needed to go, and I paid $5. I want my money back.
I want my money back plus interest.
Yeah. Only in Atlanta.
Yeah. Only in Atlanta. It sounds like that 28-year-old was playing too much Grand Theft Auto. You know? Yeah. He was playing too much Grand Theft Auto and decided to reenact it in real life and steal a MARTA bus. Hey, I blame a big influence on Grand Theft Auto. That's what all my age group plays. Grand Theft Auto.
Stealing a MARTA bus, man. Yeah.
Wow.
How bizarre is that?
Very.
All right, this has been your fake news and not fake news right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Once again, make sure to subscribe. Hit the subscription button on our YouTube channel, Beat Break Radio. If you are watching us live on YouTube, Beat Break Radio. And we are also on the Flow Television Network. The Flow Television Network. Check us out there on Roku TV Plus. Honey is coming in just a matter of days. January 1st, 2024 is the premiere date for Honey. Of course, you can see what we got so far on Honey, but don't be alarmed. You did not tune into the wrong channel. It is the correct channel. You just see some movies on there, but you're going to see some cool stuff on Honey in just a couple of weeks. So,
all right.
All right. Let's get it. Trending report, and then the topic of the evening, morning, whatever time zone you are watching and listening. We got that topic question coming up in just a few moments, right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Sean Garvey with my special guest co-host, Lightworker Wayne. So let's get to it. The trending report, brought to you by whoever wants to be a sponsor. Let's go. The trending report.
Whether it's trending in the streets or trending on social media, stay connected with the info you need to know. It's time for the trending report on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Let's talk about what is not trending.
Right.
It's kind of getting a little bit, highlighted on social media, but it's not as highlighted as the recent Dre 3000 album that you touched on during your podcast last night, and that I touched on, the mental space. Busta Rhymes, new album, Blockbuster. Yeah.
I didn't even know Busta came out with a new album. Oh, man, the weird thing was I was listening to Busta Rhymes Give Me Some More yesterday and earlier today while working out. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not really trending a whole lot. It's not. And this is Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Icon.
Exactly.
Busta Rhymes. Give me some more. Busta
Yes.
Rhymes. Put your hands where my eyes can see.
You see them. Come on now.
That's the Cavassier. Busta Rhymes.
Yes.
Woo-ha. Got you all in check, Busta Rhymes. So, Busta Rhymes released his new album, Blockbuster. And it's been getting some not so good reviews. Many people describe the album as Busta Rhymes' way of, how can I put it? Staying relevant by rapping over trap beats.
Ooh, Sean, I got a point. Sean, man. Okay. I was strolling on YouTube last night.
Okay.
I came a clip where Andre, 3 Stacks himself, the legend, he said, and let me paraphrase it pretty much. He said, hip hop, the word hip meaning young, youth. And as I get older, I'm still in the culture, but I'm not as hip to it. And I decided just to stop rapping. Yes.
To hop? Okay. No, continue.
But he basically said, and I'm not saying it quote by quote, but he basically said to stop. The reason why he stopped rapping was because he's seen too much legends, heroes in his eyes, try to become gimmicky.
Keeping up with the times.
Keeping up with the times, using new phrases, and he just said that seems uncool to him. But in my opinion, Andre is one of those artists that's timeless, just like Michael Jackson. So he doesn't have to change his sound or try to appeal. He could keep doing what he's doing and people will love it. So Busta is, describing for that review, Busta is, trying to, be more in the youth and rapping over trap beats, which probably don't suit him well. Man.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting praise from the younger rappers.
Oh,
and and the people that are really into what we call the new rap, the new hip hop, and what have you. But a lot of diehard fans of Busta is like, yo, dude, bruh.
Yeah.
All you need to hear all those 3 words. Yo, dude, bruh.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta say anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta say anything else.
Yeah. The Wall Street Journal illustrated that Blockbuster, the veteran rapper, tailors his new album to the various styles of the younger artists. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not like his previous albums, I mean, the one before this new one, ELE2,
Yeah,
dropped in 2020, the later part of 2020.
Yeah.
That was definitely a great album. That album received a lot of great reviews.
Yes.
And it brought back some of that old Buster with the new Buster. But this one right here, it's not hitting it. It's not hitting it. But there's folks that like it though. So it is what it is. And there are some beats that Buster rapped over that were already used. Of course, the one that is playing on radio right now is Luxury Life, and that beat is sampled by, of course, one of our favorite songs in hip hop, Jay-Z, featuring Foxy Brown. Ain't no like
I got no one good better. I got you.
Yeah, which was sampled by an original song back in the day. But So, and you know what the strange thing was, that Buster pre-promoted this on social media. And what I mean by that is, he was telling people that Blockbuster was going to be, and maybe my ears overheard him, just like everyone else. We thought, and I'm saying we because people like myself thought that we were going to get some production from the greats, Swiss Beats.
Yeah, Swiss Beat Neptunes. Yeah.
Pharrell and Timbaland.
Yeah.
But on the very final track of the album, he says that Pharrell, Timbaland, and Swiss Beats are executive producers on the album. Because when I was listening to the album, right, from beginning to end, I was listening to the beats, to the production, and I was like, this doesn't sound like a Timbaland beat. This doesn't sound like a Swiss Beats beat. This does not sound like a Pharrell beat.
Yeah.
Now I may have to check the credits. Actually, let's go online and check the credits here. But I know he had Cool and Dre on there. A few other producers. But it didn't give me that Pharrell, Timbaland, Swiss Beats vibe. It didn't. But every great artist is going to put out an album that doesn't really hit a lot of diehard fans of Buster.
That's true. I'm thinking back, like Common, when he had that album, forgot the name, and he had different beats.
Was it Electric Circus? Because that was
the Electric Circus. Not the Electric Service. It was after that. Yeah. The one with the Universal. Oh man, I forgot the song. But yeah,
which Pharrell was on there. Yeah, Pharrell produced the entire album.
Yeah. That one kind of got mixed reviews too.
It's a few songs that I did like off of that Common Universal album. But I mentioned Electric Circus because Electric Circus was that album that was so different from the other Common albums that he put out there. And even that album got a lot of mixed reviews,
It
which
did.
a lot of it wasn't really all that great. But there's nothing wrong with at the same time, because I'm an artist as well. You an artist. There's nothing wrong with experimenting and trying different things, But to me, it just wasn't hitting it though. Like one or two songs that I like, but it's not something where I would want to go and support it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just being honest.
Yeah. It makes me also think of Kanye with the Love Lockdown. I know that got mixed reviews.
Kanye? Love Lockdown?
Yeah. The whole album he did in the auto tunes way back in the day.
No. Oh, I Love Lockdown. You talking about 808s and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
I was like, Love Lockdown. What? Kanye dropped the 2 single album already?
Yeah. The 808s and Heartbreaks. I know that kind of got some mixed reviews during the time when it came out.
It definitely did. Yeah, I didn't really care for that album.
Yeah.
I understand I understand the album came out after his mother Donda passed away, but I didn't really like it like that. Yeah. But that's what's trending, or that's what is really not trending in the trending report right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. Yeah. But shout out to Busta. I mean, at least he's still going on and on and on.
Yeah.
He's still going on and on in his career. So he may give us 1 or 2 more albums, and then it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Can you see Busta still rapping at the age of 60 or 70?
I could see that. Yeah. I'm able to see it. Busta has a lot of energy.
He does. He's one of the best. He's one of the best performers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. At age 60 or even 70, Busta on stage. I'm like, I'd be like his hype man. Oh, yo, Spliff, come help your boy out, man. Come help me out, Spliff. You might have to fill in for him, bro.
Yeah.
Just like our VP, Miss Harris, Madam Harris. Hey, Madam Harris, come fill in for your boy Joe. I'm just saying. We're gonna get into our topic question after this break, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta hit this station ID and pay a few bills, but we're gonna get into our topic question real quick before Lightworker Wayne gets up out of here. And the topic question, because I want you all to marinate on this during the break. The topic question is, would you pay someone to be on your radio show or your podcast? And if so, who would you pay to appear on your program? So, Wayne,
yes,
and everyone else that's watching and listening to us, think about that. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you all why I'm bringing up this topic question on the Beat Break Morning Show. And it has to do with a famous celebrity son. And even some of my recent experiences with people that I've been trying to book to appear on my programs.
Okay.
I mean, bruh, it's like I said, yo, bruh, dude, bruh.
bruh.
So we'll be right back. We're going to pay some bills, and we're going to get into this topic question right here on the Beat Break Morning Show on 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM, also on the Flow Television Network, also on Reach One Network.tv. You can check us out there. You can check us everywhere, wherever you get your streaming from. It is the Beat Break Morning Show. We'll be right back right after these.
Hello, I'm Scott Strauss. On 9/11, I was a New York City police officer assigned to finding survivors buried under the rubble of the World Trade Center. Those were difficult days, but what kept me going was seeing the way Americans joined together in unity. It didn't matter if you were a Democrat or Republican or anything else. For 9/11 this year, now a National Day of Service, let's rekindle that spirit of unity by doing good deeds. Visit 911day.org to learn more.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been protecting animals in times of crisis. And if you're like me, your pet means the world to you, and you want to keep them safe if disaster strikes. American Humane's first responders are always prepared to rescue animals in danger, but you can also help. To learn more about disaster planning and keeping your animals safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different. Why is that? Because we just don't have enough information to do it better. By gathering health data from 1 million people, our country's best researchers will be able to develop treatments that are as unique and complex as we are. With this new information, doctors will have a better understanding of disease so they can innovate the next great breakthroughs in medicine. Learn more at joinallofus.org.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Welcome back to the Beat Break Morning Show. We're back live on the Flow Television Network. We're also back live on Facebook at Sean Garvey, as well as on ReachOneNetwork.tv. When I talk about syndication, we are syndicating everywhere. So make sure you check us out on all your streaming platforms. And while you are watching the Beat Break Morning Show, if you could look at the ticker at the bottom of your screen there, we appreciate the support in advance. You can make a monetary donation to the Beat Break Morning Show and just to 87 FM, 101.5 FM. This is a community-based station, ladies and gentlemen, and we rely on members like you, people like you in the community that want to continue to see great quality programming like the Beat Break Morning Show. So make sure you support us. You can go to Cash App, $, or actually Reach. Is it the $? Oh Lord, that lets you know I'm getting old. $ Reach One Communications, $ Reach the number one communications. And for all of my Patreon people out there, you can support us on Patreon /Reach One Communications. So you got so many opportunities and choices to make your donation. Go to Cash App, $ Reach One Communications or to patreon.com/Reach One Communications. Still got the homie Lightworker Wayne in the studio, hanging out with us for the next few minutes before he gets up out of here. All right, so the topic we are going to touch really quickly is on folks wanting to get on the radio and on the podcast for a fee. The question is, would you pay someone to come on your radio show or podcast? And if so, who would you pay to be on your program? You can either comment in the comment section on YouTube, Beat Break Radio. And don't forget to subscribe there. Or you can text 404-259-5076. You can text your comments, or you can comment in the comment section. Beat Break Radio. Yeah. So everybody's been talking about it, Wayne.
Yeah.
T.I.'s son, King Harris. Of course, we all know that a couple of weeks ago during the Falcons game, whether it was during or after, T.I. and Tiny and their son, King, got into an argument that turned physical while attending the Atlanta Falcons NFL game on Sunday. Not this past Sunday, but the last Sunday.
Yeah.
T.I. and his wife Tiny debated with King about his upbringing, which led to a physical scuffle between father and son, between Tip and King. And then, of course, what also happened was that a poster, an image of Tip putting his son King in a headlock, which went viral and prompted a local ATL nightclub to promote it. And Tip caught wind of it, confronted what appeared to be an employee or a worker at the nightclub. Not sure if that was the manager. We still not certain, not 100% sure. But Tip confronted one of the workers there. He said what he said in the Instagram viral video. And after that, the club and Tip himself, they worked it out. Okay. Tip and his son reportedly performed at the club the next night. And then I came across this in the midst of the fiasco. His son, King, allegedly went on Instagram, on his Instagram page, and said, 10K an interview or I don't want to talk. Can I get a boo sound effect? No, not that one.
Boo.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Boo. He's definitely not worth 10K. No.
And if you don't believe me, here it is. 10K a interview or I don't want to talk 100.
He definitely not 10K. He's not 10K. He's no. What has he did?
Now, allegedly, that's what was posted on his Instagram page. Now, since then, that image there has been taken down. So if you go and try to find it on his Instagram page, it's not there. So he said he wants 10K in the interview, or I don't want to talk. 100. Wayne said that he is not worth 10K. Oh, did we lose Wayne? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. He's not. I mean, he's riding off of his dad. What has he did? He's riding off of his dad's.
He's done a lot. He's done a lot. You know, he got into a verbal altercation with a Waffle House employee.
Well, yeah, he has done. Okay. If you want to put it in that sense, yeah.
You all remember the video?
Oh man,
Harris got into it with a Waffle House employee. I don't know. We this is the second time we bringing up Waffle House.
It go down at Waffle House.
It goes down at Waffle House. You know, anything can happen at the Waffle House.
Anything can happen now.
Even a verbal altercation, even a physical altercation. We've heard stories.
Forks, knives being thrown.
Waffles getting thrown. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
with
hash
Sarah.
browns. Yeah. But yeah. So the question is, would you pay someone to appear on your radio show or podcast? And if so, who would you pay to be on your program? Now, this King Harris or that situation is not the only reason why I'm bringing this up. I'm also bringing it up because this story came right on time in the midst of me booking guests. So for those that don't know, I'm an executive producer for the Beat Break Morning Show. I'm also a co-executive producer for the Mental Space along with Simone. And I produce and executive produce for hundreds of radio shows and podcasts over the years. And one of my duties as a broadcaster is booking guests. And in my past history of booking guests, I never had people ask me or requested that I pay them to appear on a show, whether it's my show or somebody else's show. But that was one of my duties, still is to this very day. Still is to this very day as an executive producer, as a host, as a producer. You know, we are responsible for booking guests to appear on the show. So I had two situations that happened to me recently. I had two people that I had tried to book for the Mental Space, a very important show in which Lightworker Wayne was a part of. Shout out to Lightworker Wayne. We have that episode up on SeanGarveyOnline.com very soon. Be on the lookout for that. But I tried to book two guests to appear on the Mental Space, a very important show in which we talk about all things considered mental health in our community. One of the guests, or potential guests, because she never came on the show, and there was a reason. So, this particular person I reached out to, I wanted her to come on an episode of the Mental Space during National Domestic Violence Month, or National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Very important month. Very important month. And I reached out to her. She wanted to get information about the show. I gave her information about the show. And she was like, yeah, I would love to. I would love to be a part of the show. And I said, okay, well, here are some topics that we're going to touch on. And you can choose whatever topic you want to touch on. And she came back saying, well, there's a particular topic I want to touch on, and it's on domestic violence and stuff. I was like, okay, you know, bet. That's great. You know, because we were all looking forward, Wayne and viewers and listeners, we were all looking forward to hearing her story during this important month of awareness. So for the past couple of weeks, we've been going back and forth, you know, as far as making sure that she had all the particulars before coming on the show. So to give you all a little bit of what we do as interview bookers, we make sure that our potential guests, if they're going to be coming in studio, we give them the proper address information, who to speak to upon arrival, some of the questions that might be asked during the interview or could be asked, those type of things, right? Just to make sure that they are prepared before coming on the show. So the week of the episode, she follows up with me via email. And she said to me, we need to also make one thing clear. I usually book $200 per hour to speak on a panel. So for the 2-hour show, because the mental space is a 2-hour show, she's going to need $500 up front. No, that's not it. That's not it. There we go. That's the sound effect that I'm looking for. She's going to need $500 up front to be a guest on my show. Yes, let's stop the beat for a moment. Yes, that's right. She said $500. $500 to be on the mental space. I did not email her back right away when she said that. I was speechless. I was like, wait a minute. Do I even got $500 in my bank account? $500 to appear on the show. So I'm like, okay, let me find the reason why she should be paid $500 to appear on my show. So I Googled her, did some research. I wanted to see how many followers she had.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how many followers she had. I wanted to see if she ever appeared on NBC, ABC, Good Morning America, the Today Show, CNN. You know, why should you have $500 wired to you to appear on a syndicated terrestrial broadcast, which can be heard all over the world?
Yeah.
We're giving you free publicity.
Yeah.
You touching on something very important.
Yeah.
Mental health and domestic violence.
Yeah.
And you want me to pay you $500 just to be one of the panelists for 2 hours? Make that make sense.
Yeah.
Make that make sense. I saw the look in your eyes, Wayne. That's it.
Yeah.
$500.
But
so I know you all are wondering what I said to her.
Yes, please.
Do you all want me to give you all the professional Sean Garvey, or do you all want me to give you the keep it real Sean Garvey?
The keep it real Sean Garvey. Let me hear that side. Let me hear that side.
Well, unfortunately, you all, I didn't give her the keep it real Sean Garvey. Unfortunately. Did I want to? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. But I just said, ma'am, we don't do that. Policy in radio broadcasting 101, people. Radio DJs and radio broadcasters are not allowed to pay for talent to appear on terrestrial radio. Now on podcasts, that's different, but we're terrestrial radio. We don't pay for people to appear on the show. We have a sales department team that specializes in selling airtime to people, whether they want to come on our show or whether they want to promote something in exchange for revenue for people, whatever. Like, you can purchase airtime slots for that. But us as broadcasters, we are not allowed to do that. That's illegal. We got a legal department. You can't do that. So, what did she do, ladies and gentlemen? Turn the beat down. She declined to appear on the Mental Space.
She lost the opportunity.
Lost a big opportunity. Big opportunity. Yep. And then a few weeks later, I had another one. But she didn't demand. She didn't demand. She asked if there was going to be like some type of compensation or whatever. I said, no, we don't compensate people to appear on the Mental Space. You know, you got to talk to the sales department about that. And she too declined. Now, ladies, I'm not insinuating anything. Because I know, ironically, these are women.
These are women.
These are women. I'm not insinuating anything, ladies. But I'm just saying. Now, tell me, in my history, 20 years in radio, I am a 20-year veteran in radio and in podcasts. If you check my pedigree, my resume, I've had the likes of Taraji P. Henson. I've had so many people. Cedric the Entertainer, Niecy Nash, Angie Stone from my earlier years in radio. Clifton Powell, Wood Harris, RZA, even most recently, Ebony K. Williams, Dwelle, DJ Toom. I can go on and on and on and on. In my history of radio, they never asked me, or their publicists or their people never asked me for any type of financial transaction to bring them on the show. And I said this to a few of my colleagues, and we're going to get to the comments in just a few moments. I said this to a few of my colleagues. There are only two people on the face of the planet that I would pay to be on either the Beat Break Morning Show or the Mental Space. And those two people are Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Okay. Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That is service hand clap. Jay-Z and Beyonce are the only two people that I would pay to appear on the Beat Break Morning Show. Only two people. But let's say you. Who would you pay to bring on your radio show, on your podcast? Let's go to the comments real quick.
Okay.
This said Qatar J. Qatar J, thank you so much for commenting. I would invite and pay Denzel Washington for his wealth of knowledge. Ooh.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Denzel
That's
Washington.
a good one.
Now, that's a good one. That is a good one, but I would not pay Denzel Washington to be on my show, though. I would not pay Denzel Washington. No, but he is a good one. He's a good one with a wealth of knowledge. Yeah. Shout outs to Yale Radiocast, your people, your home Radiocast, Yale Radiocast. This doesn't have anything to do with the topic at hand, but big shout outs to you all. We're gonna go back to your comment in just a few moments. So let's say you like Worker Wayne.
Okay.
Would you pay anybody to be on your show?
I would.
You would.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback and say why I would only pay Jay-Z and Beyonce to be on my show. But I want to hear yours first.
Okay. With my show being of a podcast, certain individuals with big names that have big followings that could garner more light and attention to the podcast, in that field, that has been a thing. So even going back to Tip's son, saying he wants 10K, it's because he see other like people like Dr. Umar, people like Charleston White, etc., getting paid with doing appearances on podcasts. So with me, and I really just mentioned the name, Charleston White, depending on the price. And that's because Charleston White garners a lot of attention, a lot of controversy, a lot of attention towards the podcast. The second one will be Billy Carson, Forbidden Knowledge. That brother, with him, it's more for the knowledge, the wealth of information. That brother's really big in the conscious community and outside. He has his own network. He's also able to garnish a big following as well. He has a wealth of knowledge, as far as government involvement, as far as knowledge of the body, herbs, spirituality. So those are the two right off top that I will pay for, depending on their price. And I'm doing it more as an investment because I know that these individuals is going to bring more attention, attention being like the new currency, more people to subscribe to Yale Radiocast, to subscribe to Motivational Shit Podcast, then check out our other episodes. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to wrap my head around Charleston White, but I know.
I know. Yeah.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. His stuff does go viral.
Yeah.
His stuff does go viral. He is a controversial figure. I wouldn't pay not at least $5 for him to be on the show.
He's $5.
We talked about 10K. I wouldn't even spend $10 to have him or somebody of his caliber to be on the show.
Yeah.
But I get it. A lot of these, social media YouTubers, internet figures, they're popular. They are polarizing. They're getting to the bag and everything. And you have them on your show. Yeah, that's more listeners. That's more viewers. And more viewers, more listeners bring what? More revenue, more sponsors, more eyeballs. I get it. But do you know how much us DJs and broadcasters make in radio? Like, you want $500. King Harris wanted 10K.
10K, and he don't even do it.
Interview. The only 10K that King Harris is going to get is in a race. I only suggest King Harris to get into a marathon race. That's your 10K there.
Yeah.
That's the only close you're gonna get to 10K.
Yeah, and it's not like he's like Tip's other son. And I can't think of the gentleman's name.
He's the one that plays the guitar. Is he the one that plays the guitar, or is it another one?
He's the rapper.
Okay.
Yeah. Real good music, man. The man is really good. I actually saw him perform last year.
Yeah. Tip has a talented family.
Yeah. He do.
Yeah.
He do.
But King Harris' talent, what is his talent though?
His talent is trolling. His talent is probably just trolling and being a privileged kid, that want to act like he's hard. And, never went through any hardships, never been in the hood, but he wants to emulate that. So yeah. Instead of finding who he really is, instead of attaining a higher level of self-discovery, he wants to emulate that lifestyle. Even though he never been in that lifestyle. We saw him raised as a kid on the sitcom. I mean, like, we saw that.
Well, but when Tip had him in the chokehold at the Atlanta Falcons game, he showed him about that lifestyle, though.
He did show.
He showed him what Bankhead really is.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, it's like, and I know this type of thing is not new, people, because I know there are people out there that have stories about people wanting this person and that broadcaster and that personality to pay them X amount of money to be on the show. And granted, yeah, there are shows out there that do pay people to come on the show.
Yeah.
There are some, I'm not going to say their names or anything, but there are shows that do pay people coming on the show. One particular personality, I'm not going to say his name, but his name rhymes with Rad TV.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And some of your favorite guests that have been on the show are either in jail, have been to jail, are currently serving in prison because of Rad TV.
Because of Rad TV, exactly. It's not a good look.
I'm just saying, you incriminating yourself by going on that guy's show.
Yeah, because he's gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions, self-incriminating questions, and people just answer it. People answer it, and they talk, and next thing you know, you got the handcuffs on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But but maybe that's probably why you see so many other shows out there that have the alcohol and the beverage in the atmosphere there to get people to, take some alcohol, consume some alcohol, and really start telling the truth. Or what have you.
You're on to something, Sean. You're on to something, Sean.
I'm trying to figure it out, people. I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, if I'm paying a guest to be on the show, like, okay, I got to take into consideration, I got to pay for the alcohol. I'm just saying, if I'm going to do that kind of show, like Worker Wayne and everyone tuning in, I got to pay for alcohol. I'm probably going to have to pay for food, for catering. I feel like I'm putting together a concert for this person, as opposed to bringing them on a show and having an important conversation with them. So back to the lady that I spoke of a few moments ago, who wanted $500 just to appear on a 2-hour program during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The thing that triggered me in that moment is we're touching on a very sensitive subject that a lot of women are facing or have faced. Domestic violence is a serious, serious thing. A very sensitive subject to have, but a part of the conversation that we need to have to help women look for services, look for ways to get out of that particular situation before anything tragic happens to them, and to put a price tag on that.
Yeah.
It's very disheartening. Now, I can see if we wanted to fly her out to Atlanta and to be in the studio, like, okay, I can understand that.
course.
You know what I mean? Because like shows that, or even just events in general, they pay people, guest speakers, to fly out to attend to an event, to attend to a show, speak to hundreds, thousands of people. You know, you got to take care of their hotel accommodations. You got to take care of their transportation and other things that they requested and that is required of them. I understand that. And then, you know, also too, you got to look at their status.
Yeah, that's a factor.
You got to look at their status. But if I go on your YouTube and I see that you only had 4 views in the past 7 days, and you only have 124 followers.
No, man.
That's going to make me ask the question one more time. What makes you think you deserve $500 or $10K or more to appear on my show that I spent a lot of money on? A lot of time, a lot of effort in building.
And I'm going to say it in my ATL voice, Shawty, you tripping, Shawty. Yeah.
Tripping.
Yeah, she's tripping. She has to put more grind and put more time in building before she gets to that point. She can't come to you and essentially demand to be compensated when she hasn't put the time into building up her brand. So yeah, definitely.
She could have saved a life that night. Like,
yeah, she could have
saved a life.
Yeah, she could have. She really could have.
I had other people on that particular episode, and just many of the other shows that I've done before that. They never asked me for a dime. Like what going on. They know that the show is about mental health. We provide information, we provide solutions to people that are in need to gain access to affordable or free services to help with their mental health. And they just want to be a part of it. And it's spearheaded by an African-American male. That's the only one doing this in terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
This is not opinions. This is facts.
Facts.
You know, we had 2 prominent, strong Black women on the episode with Lightworker Wayne, in which we were talking about loneliness, isolation, and mental health. They didn't ask or demand for money to appear on the show. And these 2 ladies are mothers.
Yeah.
These 2 women are mothers that had to go get a babysitter and make the necessary arrangements to be on the show because they saw the vision of the show and they wanted to be a part of it. But the reason why I say that Beyonce and Jay-Z are the only 2, they are more celebrity royalty than the people of England. They are of royalty than the people in England. They are global.
Yeah, they are
influential. People that we have seen come out of the mud. People that we have seen go through so many adversities, struggles, and now to be where they are at today. I mean, Beyonce just released a new film. Jay-Z is doing his thing, got his own museum in New York. His charitable work, his humanitarian work. I would put up some money to have Beyonce and Jay-Z on the morning show.
I definitely
Or
see
even
that.
on the morning show or in the mental space. The question is how much though? The question is how much though, because that would be a pretty good investment.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty good investment to invest in having Jay-Z and Beyonce on the show. Because I know the people that they can attract, and I know that in this world of social media and online content, things go viral real quick. And for a personality like myself to have that exclusive one-on-one interview with Jay-Z and Beyonce, because these folks haven't been on radio interviews lately.
That is true.
They haven't. I would be the first one. I would be the first one in a long time to have people of their caliber, people of their stature, that they would be worth 10K. 10K to put up. That's a lot of credit cards right there.
That is a lot of credit cards.
That's a lot of credit cards right there. Back to Yale Radiocast. I'm sorry, I read your message wrong. Yale Radiocast says that this was possibly a rollout for his new music that is about to drop. So he's saying that this could be a publicity stunt for King to say 10K an interview.
Oh.
10K an interview and all the other shenanigans that came along with that.
Probably is. Probably is.
I think he need to do more than that. I think he need to do more than just get himself in a headlock by his own dad and and talking about I want 10K an interview. He's gonna have to do more than that.
Yeah, like actually walk down the street in the Bluff. And yeah. Yeah, let's see him do that. Let's see him do that, you know.
Yeah.
Before he could prove how hard he is.
Just saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, so just to recap, Lightworker said he would pay Charleston White, and who was the other person?
Forbidden Knowledge, and I will also add J. Cole to that too. Yeah.
J. Cole. I would see J. Cole over Charleston White, but you know. But, J. Cole, okay. J. Cole. Now, how much though? How much are we talking about?
Okay. So. Okay, for Charleston White.
For Charleston White, how much would you pay for Charleston White to come on the show?
I'd do the 500.
Do 500?
Yeah, but Charleston White probably gonna want more than that, though. I'm sure he gonna want more than that.
What, 10K? 10K, just like King Harrison?
I wouldn't do 10K though. No. I wouldn't do 10K. I wouldn't do 10K. No, I'd rather just pay YouTube, just to push the videos. Than that, yeah. So I wouldn't do 10K. But Charleston White, 500 maybe kind of going up there to maybe near 1,000. And yeah, like it'll stop right there. Forbidden Knowledge, he is a millionaire. So
he don't need to be paid to come on your show.
I know, right? He don't need to be paid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He good. He got
money. Yeah. So yeah. He don't need to, you know. For him, it just need to be about spreading the knowledge.
Hey, paying for knowledge. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're paying for knowledge. That's what we're doing. We're paying for knowledge. We're going back to college. We're going back to college. We are getting into our student loans, and we're paying for knowledge as if we're going back to college. All right, that's what we're doing around here.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all better than I am. Y'all better than I am. Yeah. It's probably going to be 10K for me for Jay-Z, Beyonce. But then again, it's like, okay, for both of them or separately, though?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That is the thing.
Yeah, because then it's 20K. It's 20K for each.
Mm.
But I'm like you, they probably going to want something more higher, though.
Yeah.
We're treating this as if we are hiring these artists to appear on a track or something.
Exactly.
Like how much is it for you to spit a verse on my song? 20K. Damn, bro.
It's like, man. Do you got anything on discount? How about like a Black Friday like discount?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Like a Cyber Monday deal or something.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Well, man, what's the lesson in all this? What's the lesson?
The lesson in all this is the lesson I see in all this is meditate over what you're willing to pay. Meditate over should you okay. So I to me, the lesson in all this is just meditate and think about what you're willing to pay, what you're willing to invest. When you're having a podcast or anything that you're doing, it do take money, but just like in your profession, it is illegal. So definitely understand that. So I say if anybody's doing any type of arts and crafts or talent, just meditate over if you're willing to invest in what type of investments, because you don't have to pay a big figure to come on the platform, because for all we know, it could work or it could not, because they could come on there and all their viewers watch what's going on, and it could only be 10 of them subscribing. It could only be 10 of them subscribing to your vibe. So, I mean, it's not no really guarantee in all this. But it is a guarantee if you're betting on yourself, though. And as long as you're being consistent.
Yeah. To me, the lesson in all this is if you have to ask or request a personality or a radio personnel an X amount of money to come on the program, start your own. Start your own. Start your own. Start your own. Like, take whatever money you have as opposed to somebody paying you to come on theirs. Take that money, start your own platform so you can hear yourself talk all day and all night. You know,
invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Thank you. Invest in yourself.
Invest
as opposed to somebody, as opposed to a radio personnel investing in you. And then guess what? If you invest in yourself and you have your own, then everybody else that dig your channel, dig your platform, will invest in you.
That's on you.
Yeah, look, I got my own channel. I got my own radio station, 87 FM. I got my own Roku channel. Honey, another shameless plug.
Yes.
I had to put my own money up. And also, I had someone text me and said, well, Sean, how much did Lightworker Wayne pay you to come on his show? Lightworker Wayne, how much did you pay me to come on your show?
I didn't pay nothing.
Didn't pay nothing. I was on the show for free. And Lightworker Wayne said I was a legend.
Yeah.
You coming on the mic, coming on air is the legend, the icon,
master,
the master.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Y'all sure y'all got the right guess? Y'all sure y'all got the right guess?
Hey,
because if I had known, real talk. If I had known Lightworker Wayne was going to do that kind of introduction before I came on the show, I would probably have to charge Lightworker Wayne $10K. I would have to charge him. I would have to charge Lightworker Wayne at least $10K or $500, between $500 and $10K, if I knew Lightworker Wayne was going to say all that. It's like if I'm considered a legend, now see, you're gonna start making me sound like Monique up in here. All right.
That's it.
But yeah, just saying. Speaking of your show,
yes,
is it motivation or motivational shit?
Motivational shit podcast.
Motivational shit. Let's talk about motivational shit podcast. For your potential new listeners and new viewers, talk to us about the show.
Yeah, okay. So on Yale Radiocast, shout outs to Yale Radiocast. You can YouTube it, Yale, like the university, then Radiocast. One of their shows.
It's a black university.
Yeah. Okay. One of the shows is called Motivational Shit Podcast, where we highlight the motivational shit that everybody is doing in their everyday lives. That's why I had to bring Sean, because Sean is doing a lot of motivational shit with the mental space and with so much more. That's why I had to bring Sean to the show. So, yeah, we're on YouTube. It's clips also on my TikTok, Lightworker Wayne. We're also on IG, spelled the same. Motivational shit is just that the I is an exclamation point podcast. So we air on Sundays, usually at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And we bring in different guests and we just highlight, the motivational shit that they do. Nice. We always put a positive spin at the end of it, after the laughing jokes. And just to bring more light in the world and bring more motivation. So that's what we all about. We all about making you feel good. We all about energizing you. We all about elevating you and just dropping some seeds of positive vibration to you.
I love it.
Yes.
And the episode you brought me on last night, which you all made an adjustment for me, because even though you all go live at 1 p.m., I told you guys, like, hey, look, I got something to do on Sundays. I'm in the studio with Robert Tillo on WAOK. Can I come in later? And they're like, yes, you can. And I didn't even have to charge them. I was like, hey, look. But no, it was very welcoming into you guys' studio. And what's the other two guys' name, by the way, that were
Yes. So we have Director Huey G. Y'all definitely want to subscribe to him. Director Huey G, like Huey, like the Black Panthers. He has his own brand, Made Solid TV. He's coming up with a movie called Trauma and Basketball. So that's in productions, as you saw, Sean. And also Dylan Yale of the Mail Review, which is another show under Yale Radiocast. So those are the gentlemen that we have on the show. Definitely check us out. It's multiple different shows. Shout outs to TR. It's multiple different shows under there. The Male Review deals with perspective from males dealing with this life, dealing with the whole so-called gender war, dealing with being a man. So we have that, and yeah, man, we are we like to call ourselves Atlanta's #1 motivational, independent, grassroots podcast.
I like that. I like that, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Let me get the applause. And listen, man. More and more black men are coming out, speaking out, voicing, making noise about this mental health thing.
Yes.
Black men want to be heard too. Oh, you know what? That's a slogan right there. That's a slogan.
That is a slogan.
Hey, black men want to be heard too.
Hey, man, let's get it.
Talk about some motivational shit. So it's Motivational Shit Podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it into a banner here, and it's on Yale Radiocast. Yale Radiocast.
On YouTube. I typed it in the chat.
Okay, I see. Oh, what? Matter of fact, is it up on our YouTube? It's on. No.
Yes.
Actually, we're gonna put it. It's not in our YouTube chat. It's in our private chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can make it public for our viewers out there. But Motivational Shit Podcast. How can people check out the show?
Yeah, just going on YouTube. Type even if you just go on YouTube and type in Motivational Shit Podcast, it'll come up. And remember, motivational spelled exactly how it is, but with the shit, SH exclamation point, then T, then podcast.
Okay. And tell the listeners and the viewers again when they can check it out.
Okay, we air on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Yep, and that's when you can check us out. We also have a toy drive that we're doing this Saturday at over in Riverdale. Feel free to check us out. If you have any kids that want to pick up some toys, feel free to slide through. We'll be doing it from 11 to 4 p.m. In Riverdale. Subscribe to the vibe of Yale Radiocast. That way you could get the exact location of where we're doing the toy drive. And also, if you want to donate too as well, that's fine. If you have any clothing, kids clothing, old clothes, hey, feel free to come through.
All right. You see there at the bottom there, Motivational Shit Podcast by Yale Radiocast on YouTube. And how can people follow you for more information about the upcoming toy drive and more?
I got you. Oh, and Sean, the shit has an exclamation point instead of the I.
Okay. Talk about Brandon there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So follow me on IG at Lightworker Wayne, spelled exactly like how you see the icon. You can follow me on IG or TikTok, and I'll post the directions on there. Feel free to shoot me a DM, and I'll DM you the directions right there. So, feel free to subscribe to the vibe with any of our content. Comment down below and let us know how you feel inside. Once again, this is Lightworker Wayne. We bringing the motivation, bringing the elevation, and keeping you in a state of determination. Hey, let's get it.
All right, y'all check him out. Y'all follow him right now on Instagram, y'all. And come out and show your support for the toy drive this weekend. They are taking toys, clothes, anything that you can bring to help those, especially children that are in need during the holiday season. Appreciate it, Lightworker Wayne, for being a part of the conversation and for this morning's broadcast.
Hey, I appreciate you, Sean. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Peace and love to you, brother.
Peace and love, brother. All right. Thank you so much. You all, it's the Beat Break Morning Show on 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM, also on the Flow Television Network, as well as on YouTube and wherever you get your streaming from. All right, stay tuned. We got more of the Beat Break Morning Show coming up next on 87 FM, 101 The Vibe FM, and on ReachOneNetwork.tv. Shout out to everybody for tuning in and checking in. And if you miss any of this morning's or tonight highlights, it will be on Spotify and on iHeart Podcast. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Until the next time, we're out. Peace.